What's going on YouTube? BustDH here with some Project C.A.R.S, and we're going to take a look at the options and settings in the game to show you guys what exactly is going down inside here. So if we head in here, we look at gameplay. We have a bunch of different settings from assists, driving assists, ABS, stability control, traction control, and then move into your other things such as damage, which can be visual, performance impacting, or full, mechanical features on or off, so if you blow a piston out or hit the oil pan off something. Tire wear can change from the exact amount of time if you want it to be real, slow, X7 to X2. I keep mine on slow. Fuel usage as well. Engine auto start. See, I'll talk about this later when we hit the controls, but when you start a race, this basically starts your engine for you. Flags and penalties. And then on-screen guidelines and display. On-screen guidelines and display. We have the HUD level. Guiding line, turn indicator, track map, cycle lap info, starting grid lights, cockpit wheel driver, cockpit mirrors, and all the other stuff. If you go back and hit controls, so I'm using the Xbox One controller with the control scheme, so you can change these up. If you change them, it resets your actual layouts, so I'm not going to do that right now, but automatic clutch, yes. Gearing, no. Automatic clutch, nope. Yeah, so we're on manual, no inversion, and then configuration. So this is all your dead zones and sensitivity and throttles and all that. So you have everything here from steering, throttle, brake, and clutch, and then speed sensitivity, corner filtering, and all this other stuff. And then here's the button configuration sort of thing. So I currently have this setup here, so left goes left, right goes right, throttle, RT, brake LT, handbrake A, and clutch left stick down. And then they have, I think this is if you have a wheel, you can set your, if you have like an H shifter, you can go from first all the way to 7th and map all your gears. I guess, yeah, 8, yeah, reverse, so yeah, it can handle up to 8 gears, I'm guessing. Or you can just have shift up and down like me. So here's the thing I was talking about earlier. So you can turn the ignition on and then start the engine at the game. So it's actually pretty cool. If you have auto engine on, you don't have to do that, so you don't have to worry about it. I guess it just adds a little bit more realism. Headlights on or off, windshield wipers on or off. Don't need to worry about this. Request pit stops. While you're in pit stops, you can change the roll bars, the brake bias, all that. And then these are like auto toggle switches, so like while in the game you can turn on turning assist, brake assist, ABS, traction control, stability control, automatic clutch. If you like halfway through the race, you're like, you know what, I'm spinning out in this corner all the time. Alright, traction control is going on, hit the button, you're good to go. Over here you have cycle game camera, look behind, look up, down, left, right, all that stuff. And then here you have seat forward, backward, up and down. I actually haven't messed around with these yet. I don't know if you move the seat forward, if it affects your driver, if it only has to do with camera. Well, yeah, my bad. Yeah, it does. It only has to do with camera, so you can go closer to the thing, back, all that stuff. Viewing angle, increase and decrease, and then center VR, so if you have a Rift or what's the other one? I don't know, everyone has some VRs out right now, so that's that. Last one's game, reset car, opponents, cycle HUD, all this other stuff. So that's it for all the actual button configurations. If we go back, we'll go to visuals, which is the good stuff. So just for visual effects, there's post-processing filters, lens flare, I keep that off, it's annoying. Sun flare, also annoying. Interior and exterior. Bloom's kind of pretty, I keep that on. Heat haze, it's like when that little distortion above the engine, it's like the little haze, or on the track if you're on like a warm climate, the haze off the track. I just keep that down for now because it's kind of, it's not too heavy on the system, but it does a little bit. Global spectral irradiance, no clue what that is. Raindrops, keep that off because rain destroys your computer in this game. There's benchmarks out right now for graphics cards for what they did at 1080p without rain, and then with rain they all took like a 50% hit. It's crazy. I'll post those down in the description if you want to look at those. Also, in this game is if you're running an AMD card, you're pretty much screwed. I'm running 2 R9 280Xs slightly overclocked, so I'm able to get, if we go to performance, so these are my settings here. 1080p, 59 Hertz, anti-aliasing 2x, no, MSAA anti-aliasing, Texture filtering is 2x. No VSync, none of this. Keep reflections at medium and map environment at medium. I'm blowing by them anyways, I'm not really going to need it. The things I like to keep high is car detail and track detail. That's one of the things I like to see the most. Shadows are low because if they're just soft shadows, I'm not really too worried about it. And then you see everything else here. Motion blur, render frames ahead, detailed grass. Detailed grass is actually pretty cool. There's a couple videos out there that show the whole difference. One just looks like looks like moss, but if you turn it up to, I think it's high, ultra, it's like you can see the individual blades of grass. It's really cool. Particle level, all that. So these are my settings right here, and as I said, I'm running two R9 280Xs, and I can hold, I'd say, about average 70 FPS with all these settings. I tried cranking them up a little bit. I think I put environment up to high, a couple of things up to high, and I can actually get like a good amount of performance by putting most stuff up, but then I'm sitting at the 60 mark, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, that's about it for the actual performance parts of the options. Hardware, this is just directly to VR, so your VR predict, use shared memory, jitter tweak, all that stuff. And then camera angles, so these are all your field of views. It's kind of hard to change it from here. I'm hoping you can maybe do it in the game, but basically if you want like a wider angle view from like whichever camera, if you want like a wider helmet, chase, hood camera, you can change all that within here. I've just kept them all stock at the moment. And this is also other cool stuff. So when you're braking or when you're going fast, you can turn on like a shake. So like when you're hitting like 200 miles an hour, you can have the car actually like an artificial shake, so it's like immersion sort of thing, right? World movement, it's kind of like the feel of speed when you're traveling, so how fast like the actual world's going by you. It's another immersion thing. G-force effect, when you're going around corners, it like pulls you into it sort of thing. Show helmet depth of field, helmet look into apex. So this part's pretty cool. So you can change this setting higher or lower, and when you actually go hit an apex, your guy will look at the apex of the thing. So you'll be going to the apex and you'll see his head will just turn to the right or the left wherever you're going in, and it's actually really cool for immersion. Also, helmet leaning and camera, sorry, hit the mic there. Helmet leaning and camera leaning. Another two things that actually, if you do that too much, it kind of makes it overboard. So this is all, it's a sort of a thing where you gotta sit there, play, adjust, higher, lower, all that sort of stuff. And I think that's, no, audio, your basic master switches, music, actually put that down, engine, pit to radio, okay, no, that's kind of annoying, I'll put this down too. So yeah, these are all the settings for audio. If you go back, you have your manual, which takes you online, credits, and then follow their social media. So that's it for all the options and settings, guys. If you have any more questions of what you want me to show you, or if you want to see some other stuff from me, let me know in the comments down below. Right now, as you can probably tell, I have no audio for some reason. I usually use Raptor, or RAPTR, to record my games. So right now Raptor's not recognizing it. I tried a couple commands and all that, nothing's working. I tried OBS. OBS basically dies as soon as I turn it on. It drops down to like 23 FPS when I'm even like bumping this game down to medium. Like everything goes to medium. It's like 50, 45, but it like that's it. And then when you go down to low, it just looks like worse than the Xbox One or PS4. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more great content.